Hello and welcome to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. As you guys can see, I have brought to you a yummy and delicious RU battle for your eyes to enjoy today. And sorry for not posting any Wi-Fi battles in the past couple of weeks. The last one is 2 weeks ago, I do believe. And that's because I've been too lazy, but now I'm not lazy anymore. So, if you guys want to choose a tier, what tier you want to see me play, please do go vote on the poll if you haven't already. And I will play whatever tier is in the lead in votes. And, guys, remember to add me on Skype if you have not already, because all my battles come from there, and people are just nicer on Skype than they are on the Smog on Wi-Fi Finder. And, anyway, let's get on with the battle. And, is it me or are people getting a bit too excited with Black and White 2? Nobody wants to see your freaking Let's Plays. Everyone's doing a Let's Play. Goodness gracious, chill and take some Wi-Fi battle. So he's going to lead out with his Whimsicott. This is PhalanxRises or Panfinch if I didn't tell you before. Anyway, I'm going to fake out his Mesprit on the switch in, but then he double switches back out into his Whimsicott to kind of bait something else in, something that's a more favorable matchup for his Whimsicott, and that thing is my Spiritomb because I'm an idiot and did not see this coming. So now he gets a free sub as I go for a Pursuit, and since this is a Black Glasses stab Pursuit, it's not going to break the sub, and I'm going to get encored into Pursuit like a total giblet head. Now, I'm going to have to go for another Pursuit in an attempt to break the sub, but fortunately for me, I do break the sub, and since Spiritomb cannot break it in one hit, he has no business being in there, so he just gets out of there in a jiffy. So now my Dusknoir is going to come in, as he uses the Leech Seed on the switch in, and I don't really mind the Leech Seed too much because I do have Pain Split to kind of even the odds out. So now I'm going to go for an unprotected Focus Punch, knowing that Whimsicotts never ever carry a attacking move. If they do, you kind of like shoot yourself in the head or something. So I go for a Focus Punch. It takes it down to about half HP. You know, it's a 3-hit KO with all the Leech Seed and leftovers going around. But Dusknoir is not afraid by this Whimsicott. He's going to force him to switch out into his Mesprit as he goes for the Substitute. Gets a free Substitute on the switch in. That's what Dusknoir does. And now he can just punch as he pleases. But to his demise, he has a terrible trainer on his side, and he's going to tell Dusknoir to stop punching things, take a break, and go for a Shadow Sneak as he switches in his Whimsicott. And since Whimsicott is fairly bulky and Dusknoir's attack is not all that great, it's not going to do that much damage to this Whimsicott right here that you see in front of you right now, that is on the screen in front of you. So, I'm going to go for another Focus Punch, but an interesting thing happens. He goes for an Encore and switches my tightening my focus to tightening his focus with the shut up phone, you're an attention whore, to tightening his focus with a Shadow Sneak. And Shadow Sneak is not going to do all that much to this Whimsicott because of the natural bulk it has and the EV spreads. So now that the sun is up, he has a free chance to go into his quote-unquote Typhlosion here, and Mahamiyama is going to switch out at the same time, and that's not a favorable matchup for him. He can't put it to sleep because I'm burned, and that's good for me. So, now I'm just going to go for the Fake Out, get some damage off of anything, but that damage is practically negligible, and he goes for the Thunder Wave there, predicting me to switch out, and I go for a Stone Edge for neutral damage, and that doesn't happen, so nothing happened on the turn except burn damage. Hooah! Now, I'm going to go for a close combat on his Archizelmon, and it's going to take it out in one hit, no problem. I decided to switch things up a bit. He was predicting my Stone Edge, switch into a fighting move, Pokemon to, you know, take the hits, but that doesn't happen because I decided to switch things up like a blender, or a Switchblade blade, rather. So his Archeops is going to come in, and I'm going to go for the Bullet Punch, take it down to defeatist range, no problem, and his U-turn is not going to do much, because of said fact, and it's resisted hits and all that. So, his thing is going to come back in. I do not like this thing. I tell you right now, I do not like this thing. He's going to go for another Substitute as I am forced to go for a close combat and take me down to -8 bajillion defense. And I'm at the snub of HP is getting shrinking, and it's like in a shrink ray. And because of burn damage, it's going to take me out eventually. And he's planning that he could just stall me out. But I'm going to go for another close combat as he goes for and sets up the sunny day, and that's a dead gingerbread man with an afro. And Hariyama is going to live. It's not going to die. It is the biggest rebel in the history of small rebels. Now I'm going to go for a bullet punch with the Hariyama, and he's going to go for the Giga Drain. Not trying to predict too much because he went for the Quiver Dance, and then if on the off chance I went for the close combat, that Lilligant would have been dead. And so now my Dusknoir is going to come in, and practically this game is done. I have nothing to take on this Lilligant once it put something to sleep, and what do you know, that happens right there. My Dusknoir is asleep. It's going to serve as sleep fodder as he gets a free chance to set up a Quiver Dance to his liking. Now he's going to get the uber boost of Quiver Dance. It's like a nightly wrapped package under the tree with lots of goodies in it, and he's going to go for the sun-boosted HP Fire and not kill my Magneton. So here is a vital part. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt, and the only chance I could possibly win this battle is if I get the Parahax, and that indeed does happen. I get the Parahax. Now I can perhaps do things, but then I remembered God hates me, and he has the Lumberries that cures his paralysis, and Giga Drain is going to be able to take off my Magneton, and that is pretty much good game at this point. I'm going to get swept by this broom of a Pokemon known as Lilligant. This thing is built to sweep. If you have not gotten on the Lilligant train, the next one arrives at 5 o'clock. So now he's going to get a crit Giga Drain on my Spiritomb, and unfortunately for Spiritomb, he does not have a good trainer either. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisps like a weirdo, and I was thinking that maybe he'd go for another Quiver Dance because he can't kill me in one hit. So, as you can see, Sucker Punch would have been a 2-hit KO. If I've gone for the Sucker Punch, I would have been able to kill his Lilligant. So, yeah, that doesn't happen. Instead, he's burned and nothing really happens. And he gets 2 crits in a row. The last one definitely mattered, if you're wondering. So now, my type for Alligator will not be able to kill off that Lilligant with an Aqua Jet because God still hates me, and his Giga Drain is going to kill my Feraligatr, no problem, because it is at +1, and Feraligatr does not do things at all, and I'm frustrated. And right now, I'm dead. I'm dead. Dusknoir is going to come in, but he's going to be a quote-unquote nice guy and kill me with HP Fires instead of just ending the game immediately. But he is making me his slave. He is making me his biatch, indeed, by killing me with HP Fires instead of just simply going for the Giga Drain. He seems like he's being a nice guy, you know, making the score a bit closer, killing himself off with burn damage. But no, this Panfinch fellow is a sadistic little... words cannot express how twisted this mind is. He proceeds to go for HP Fires, even though it is a resisted hit, and he does have a quad effective mood for my Kabutops, my last standing Pokemon on my team. But he decides to prolong my pain, prolong my misery, make it eternal and everlasting like the burning flames of hell, and set up another, the third sunny day of the game. Unnecessary. I'm going to Toxicate. I am not left with very many options here. I have a Kabutops, and he has half of his team left at full HP or whatnot. Now, his Typhlosion is going to come in, do a backflip, and then get Rapid Spun in the face. Not going to care a bit about it. Do another backflip. Say the Declaration of Independence backwards by hearts and kill me off with a Solar Beam. One turn, no problem. That is it. I am done for the day. If you guys want to see more Wi-Fi battles or picture-in-pictures, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I salute you and toodaloo.